Good morning. Great Scotty, still here. How are you? Got that got the echo turned off. Back over on the StreamYard side. Got my chat popped up. All good. Yeah, I didn't think Ida was going to come on at all this morning, so I talked to Michael Hernandez last evening. He got his Secret Santa gift, and I said, "Hey, would you come up and show it off?" And there he is. Kane, good morning, or well, good evening, good day, and
How's it going, Sterling?
we gotcha,
Oh,
Mike.
awesome. Good to hear.
Good
Yeah,
to see you, man.
for sure. Got these nice pieces from Farm Dog. I thought they
Oh,
were
sweet.
just awesome. Got this beautiful penny here, 56D MS66 red.
Wow,
I thought it was pretty amazing. Pretty generous of them.
absolutely. I I don't know or do numismatics at all, but I'll tell you one thing. That's a good year.
Yes, sir. And then this beautiful ASC 2011.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought it was just super cool. I was like, wow, that was just amazing. So I thought it was pretty awesome. And then I got a one little grammar for shits and giggles.
Very cool.
Yes, I thought it was cool. Saw Farm Dog the other night on Copper Coins, and it was just coincident. The wife just walked in with the package, and he was on the stream, so I had to say thank you.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. I that's what I like about this so much is you get cool things that probably you would not have gone out and bought for yourself. Brown sugar, good morning.
Yes, that yeah, it's pretty crazy because we don't know each other, so we don't know what they things they like. I'm trying to get some hints from my mystery individual, so I'm making subtle hints without dropping the ball.
Um, I don't have it right in front of me right now, but I will look up who your person is and I'll send you an email with whatever insight I might have. And it might be almost nothing.
Yeah, yeah. So I try to you know play off email and just kind of, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Just to kind of.
Well, there's my Secret Santa right there. Just came in. Diana, good morning. She's a great Secret Santa too. I,
Awesome.
I, Diana, I got that hung up. It's right next to my front door, so it's the last thing I see when I walk out the door. And I do. I stand for the flag and I kneel for my Lord. Charles, good morning. And I love that little Trump coin too. That's cool. But well, maybe we'll get you playing Secret Santa again next time, right, Mike?
Oh yes, for sure. I always enjoyed it. We got such a big family. We kind of do the same thing. We do a white elephant. Um, we're just so large that it just makes it more.
You can't buy a nice gift for everybody, so you buy one nice gift for one person.
Yes, sir. And then it's kind of a game. It's called a white elephant where you can kind of trade it off. So just say, for instance, there's 50 people, right? 50 people bring a gift. You put a number 1 through 50. Number one goes first. So number one grabs a gift,
Mm-hmm.
opens it, shows everyone. Number two can either take that gift or get a gift under the tree. So it makes it a little competitive because you bring a good gift, everybody wants it, but you can only trade it. We say you can only trade it 2 times. So it can only be taken from you 2 times
Okay.
before.
So, but the third thing you've got, you're stuck with, more
Yes,
or less.
more or less, yes. But it's always fun. It's always a fun get together.
When my family was bigger, and it used to be much bigger, Christmas was about 20 people getting together. And we did something very different, but kind of similar in a way. You bought a gift for every person, but you were limited to, it started out when I was a kid, they were $2 a piece. It got up to the point where it was up to $5 a piece.
Yes.
But you would give people things like used softcover novels, exotic candies and fruits and just basically junk, you know? And everybody would get a paper grocery bag, and you'd go through, and they'd all be put out in a room, and then at one person at a time, you'd go through and you'd put something into each person's bag. And then when it was all done, we'd start off, the youngest person got their bag first, and they brought it and opened it up in front of everybody. And it went through like that to the oldest person. I mean, it would take hours, but it was a lot of fun. And I mean, there was a lot of embarrassing gifts, a lot of tasty gifts, a lot of stuff that what is this, But same kind of deal in a way, it's just to take time and make the day more fun.
Yes, yes, and you don't have to come out of pocket so much because we were such a big family, similar to yours. Where it was just minimum, not nothing too crazy. But yeah, it's great fun.
And who all is show? Siren, good morning. I love all your colors, darling. Lex, good morning. How you doing, brother? I keep you in my prayers. Kane, we had a box that went around in the family for about 2 decades when I was a little kid. It was like a gift box, cellophane wrapped, and inside it was a road apples. All things silver, good morning. But you could see the road apples because it was like just the bottom of the box, and it was cellophane wrapped. And there was all the straw and everything in there with it. But it got wrapped up and given to somebody every Christmas. And then that person got to give it to somebody else the next Christmas. I don't know what happened to that box of road apples. Probably wound up with my mother, and she would have thrown it away. But it was a good joke for a long time. And anybody else that has or has not gotten their Christmas gift, you're absolutely welcome to come up and show it off. I'd like to see what people get. I really appreciate what Michael did there. I know you're not big on coming up on panels, are you, Michael? Mostly, Michael and I had talked. I knew he got his gift, and he told me he would come up and show it off. And I didn't think Ida was going to do a live stream at all this morning. I don't know if y'all even saw it. She was up for. I got on there for a couple of minutes right at the end of it. Yeah, I will be excited to see that too, Charles, because One, I don't know what you bought for a gift. And I don't, I like to see people's reactions and see what they get.
Yeah.
And my person, I know their gift arrived a few days ago, but I have not seen them online since. But then, kind of Ida's is like the only channel that I hang out in at all. I just I don't have enough time to do a whole lot of other YouTubing silver community stuff.
Yeah, and your package is going to be mailed out today, so I'll get that out to you. Hopefully by.
Oh, yeah, we'll work on that, as it works out for you. Okay, I mean,
Awesome.
no pressure, buddy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I got a little weird there at the beginning. I was like, "Holy shit, how am I going to manage this?" But yeah,
It's a big project, and it's a family thing.
yeah, and that's one thing about me. I usually jump in 2 feet first and don't worry about what comes around, just heads forward. But man, this is really, like you said, a big project, and it's really gonna take a lot of effort.
Diana, I could get out the Dirty Minds cards and we could play a little bit just for fun. I I don't know about keeping records or anything, but we could do a few questions just to get some chits and giggles if you want. Take up a little bit of time. I'm not going to stay on here real long though. I'm expecting to get a call on my granddaughter today. Kelly has a appointment with her OB this morning, and she's already 4 days past due. I think that they're probably going to induce her today. So Evelyn will be born tomorrow, most likely. But if she's going to be born tomorrow, that means I've got to finish up a bunch of projects around here so that I can leave for that 500-mile drive to go meet my granddaughter. I am uber excited about that.
That's super awesome. Super awesome to have a little one.
Oh, it is, and it's the first child for my son, and I think him having a daughter to start off will cool his jets a little bit.
Yeah, they seem to do that.
If he had a son first, it might just get him even more hyped up.
That's super awesome.
I'm excited. And I'm excited. I mean, y'all probably know that Ida made a baby blanket for Evelyn. And I've seen pictures of it, but I've not ever seen it. So I'm
Oh,
looking forward to seeing Ida's work.
well, that's awesome for sure. Yeah, we come. Well, I have three brothers, so
Felix, it's a good name.
don't don't have any girls in our family. Kind of wish we did.
Well, testosterone fests can be fun too, but sometimes it's good to get away from it, huh?
Well, the wife. I mean, we have a little girl, so when she had her,
Okay,
it was a boy. So there are very few women in our family.
just enough to keep the family going.
Exactly. Yes, sir.
Eric, good morning. I came on for a few minutes, kind of to fill part of the morning because I didn't expect Ida to do anything this morning. Bradley, good morning. Good to see you. I got this Sunday is going to be like the first Daddy's Day for my son. So that Darth Vader is going to be his Daddy's Day gift from me.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really awesome. You make some really nice pieces.
Uh, I like it. It's fun for me to do. Um, I There was somebody right there in the room though that I would bow down to his talents any day. Can learn a lot from watching Bradley work. And you can see how much work it really is. Dove Season, good morning, brother. How are you? Dove, have you gotten your Christmas present yet? I'm pretty sure they said. I know that they at least confirmed that they have. Oh, and I know who it is. He probably has not sent it yet. But you've got a good Santa, brother. She digs. Good afternoon to you, dear. How are you? It's been a minute. I just kind of came. I usually spend my mornings watching a morning show from Miss Ida, and she's on the road traveling to a coin show this morning. So I just figured I'd come up and kind of fill in that time slot a little bit, and give my friend Michael a chance to show his Christmas present. How cool is that?
Yeah, I got.
But I mean, just think if you guys played Secret Santa, you could get something like this in the mail too. And we'll be doing it again at Christmas time. It'll be truly Secret Santa then. But
yeah, I'm totally stoked about my gifts.
oh, that's nice.
Yeah, for
And,
sure.
and the thing is even if you don't know anything about the person, everybody's going to appreciate a silver eagle.
Oh, you can't go wrong.
And I'm going to get a warm day today. I think I actually might even get in the lake for the first time this year today. It's supposed to get up into the mid 80s. And the sun is already beaten down.
Yeah.
We're supposed to get into the 90s by this weekend, but I'm sure I will not be here over the weekend. I'll be down in Ohio.
Oh, nice. Nice. Well, we have 3 days left of our ski season. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will be our last 3 days for the winter.
I went skiing at A Basin one time. Spring of 03.
Okay, nice.
And it was maybe a month before they closed. A week after I was there, and you might know, they had an avalanche on a groomed slope. It went liquid underneath it, and one person died. They were from Michigan, and they had my exact name.
Holy smokes.
Freaked me out when I saw that in the newspaper.
I was going to say, what's the odds of that?
It had been like 50 years since they had an avalanche on a groomed slope.
Yeah. That's there was one this year too. It's very unfortunate. It's something that we don't talk about because of the resorts. We have
Yeah, you don't want to.
every year, but yeah, we do have those accidents every year. There's multiple casualties.
Lights.
Yeah, just skiing is kind of driving a car. You got to be in control. You got to be safe. It's
Angel, good morning.
very dangerous out there, and
My son-in-law's brother he works for Brighton Recreation up in Salt Lake.
uh-huh.
And he's one of the guys that goes up on the cliffs and dynamites and does the controlled avalanches.
Yes, awesome. Yeah, I give you those guys a lot of respect.
Well, he got caught in one 4 or
Exactly.
5 years ago and broke a bunch of bones.
Yeah, and that's the reason I give those guys respect. I mean, they're constantly in the danger zone to make things safe.
Angel, are you guys on the road yet? Or are you eating bacon?
Hopefully, he's eating some bacon.
Hopefully.
Bacon, bacon, bacon.
That's the way to ask it. Are you on the road yet? A nut fruit. What's a nut fruit? Are they eating bacon? Are they eating bacon? They look like coconuts.
So, what's your favorite pastime? What do you enjoy when you get outdoors?
Oh, skiing. Um, I love fishing. I love hunting. I love, I enjoy my walks down the beach road with my dog. You
Awesome.
know, but that's more of a social. I mean, she's all the time wanting to meet people and get pets and stuff and um, scare other dogs. It's kind of funny. She's really gotten better about it, but she's 5 years old now. But I mean, last year it's like if there was another dog on the road, it was she's a Malamute, and so when noise comes out of her, it's either like a pout or a growl, and so she'd scare people and other dogs and stuff. Now she's learned to not pay so much attention to them unless the other dogs start barking at her.
Yeah, that's the one thing we haven't. Our dogs are very loud, so they're very immature.
But I live where I live because there's it's Michigan, but there's a lot of wildlife around here. Um, Less than 10 miles from me, there's a swamp where it's a bald eagle and osprey rookery. And so I've got, big birds of prey around here all the time. I
Awesome.
have deer in my yard every day. There's a fox lives right across the street from me. I mean, its den is not 150 feet from my front door. Hey Titus, good morning. Good evening. Good to see you. Um, so there's a lot of wildlife around here. I have deer in my yard every day. Um, I'm 2 blocks away from a 10,000 acre lake that's got 5 different species of trout in it. The fishing here is good, but actually the prize fish for Higgins Lake is the perch. We have the best. Our perch are better than Lake Michigan perch.
Nice. And that's the thing I do miss is fishing. Here's we have more fly fishing.
You've
Um,
got some you've got some good creeks around there.
yes, but it's a little different throwing my spinner, my bass bait.
Yep.
They're like, bro, what are you doing? You're not from around here. So,
Whoa. What? How far are you from Boulder?
well,
Probably an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in well, I just moved from Fairplay, so I was in Fairplay for 2 years, and we just moved into Keystone, closer to work. We just had to drive over 3 passes every day. It got really sucky, so we're like, we'll just move closer to work. Uh, but yeah, yeah. We're in Keystone now, so we're at about an hour and a half, 2 hours to Boulder. It's about an hour, 20 minutes, depending on traffic, to Denver on 70.
I lived just outside of Boulder for about 6 months 22 years ago. But I went fishing a couple of times up at the reservoir,
Yeah,
um, up there just north of Boulder.
yeah. We have one here in Keystone called Lake Dillon, which is the water source for Denver. So it's a cool little reservoir. It's pretty big.
Yeah, they can get decent size, especially if you like your bass fishing. That reservoirs are a good place for bass fishing.
We plan on doing that this year. Kind of getting some things squared away so we can get out there.
Uh, the lake I'm on, it's all artesian fed. We get a complete water changeover every 2 years. 10,000 acre lake, 140 foot deep at the two deepest spots. I think it averages about 60 foot deep.
Holy cow!
But the runoff from our lake forms a 20,000 acre lake in the same county, but it only averages 8 foot deep. That lake is a really good walleye fishery. And so I like going down because I like eating my walleye, I like eating my perch, I like eating my trout. I don't like bass to eat. So
It's a good fish. The only fish I don't like, um, and I throw them back. I just catch them from sport is salmon. I'm not a real big salmon person. Being a chef, I have to eat it and taste it and know what it tastes like. I do enjoy it, but it's nothing I would order if I'm at a restaurant or something. But if I'm served it, I will eat it. But I just wouldn't necessarily order it.
I'm not a fan, and I have eaten them. I'm not a fan of the coho, but the king, I like the king salmon. And I'll go over to Traverse City, and when they're coming in, uh, we fish right down below the weir, and we'll take and those are old salmon. They're beat up. The only thing I do with them is smoke them and make a salmon dip out of them. But
Ooh,
if I'm out in the lake, and we doing some salmon fishing and bring one in, I'll put those on the grill straight up.
yeah.
Slice up some nice thin onions and tomatoes and a bunch of fresh garlic, squeeze it on it and put it on the grill and just let it soak up all that flavor.
Yeah, it just for me it's just the oils in it. It just too makes it too fishy, and
Well, yeah, and the other one that's really my biggest probably I eat the most is the smelt. And they're real oily and fishy tasting, but I kind of like that.
yeah, it all depends, what you're looking for, and when you're eating, well, at least for me.
Well, I've been learning too much about nutrition or human nutrition. I actually took a lot of nutrition classes back when I was in college because I was animal science and biology. Um, but I never really thought so much about it with me, and I ate a lot of sugar and destroyed my body.
We all do.
Oh yeah,
And yeah, and that I
but
get
now I really like the smelt for for two reasons. I think they are tasty, but they're a one-season fish. They're not alive out. They don't build up a lot of toxins in their meat because you eat them when they're a year old.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, going to culinary school for the first year, it was really strange. All you wanted to eat was just bananas because everything was potential dangerous for you.
Yep.
They teach you all the.
Chief, good morning. Good to see you, brother. Tom Larson, good morning. Hey, if any of you guys that are on the Christmas in July list got your gifts, come on up and show them off. That Mike came up and showed his off. What a cool gift. I showed mine off yesterday. I could pull it off the wall and show it again. Roxzilla, good morning. How are you, brother? We're just kind of filling in a little bit of the space that I don't leave them blank, but she's on the road having fun, right? Yeah, I've got some work to do today too. Mostly yard work. Got to have the place looking decent so when I leave, the neighbors won't complain about me too much. So you work in the kitchens at the lodges there?
Yeah, I'm a sous chef. Went to culinary school, got my degree in the culinary field, and
Very good. I don't know anybody that doesn't like to eat.
yeah, for sure. And I did that late in life. It was a weird transition. It was something that I was interested in as a kid. I watched a lot of Yin King Cook, Julius Child, a lot of PBS. We watched a lot.
I remember those shows. I watched them too.
Yes, and so I was very intrigued. And then, when I told my mom, I was like, hey, I'm thinking about, this is what I want to do. And she was like, you know, she didn't lead me in the right direction. She was like, well, those are dead end jobs. Those are people who don't graduate high school. They work at McDonald's. I was like, Mom, I work at McDonald's. Like, that's my part time job. I was still in high school.
Yep.
And so I went to school half a day, work half a day. And
Hey,
she's
I
like,
know some people that went to work at McDonald's in high school and they retired millionaires.
yeah, I had that opportunity. And so when I graduated, I joined the Carpenters Union. So I was in Vegas for many years, building a lot of those hotels, journeyed out, did that for like 15 years.
Did you ever work for Carl Wolfbrandt? He was a developer out there back in the 70s and 80s.
No, no, that was before my time.
Okay.
During the 90s,
Okay.
early
Yeah.
2000s.
Carl's my cousin.
Okay. Yeah, if he was a union member, because I worked union.
Um, I'm sure he mostly built subdivisions. I'm pretty sure he used union people.
Yeah, those are stick. We call those guys stick.
Stick builders?
Yeah, so those were non-union. Um, those were like homes. We did all the high rises, motels, hotels
Okay.
on the strips. So I did in commercial, industrial, carpentry, and then I just saw a commercial for Le Cordon Bleu, and it was like a light switch. I knew that was it. Um, I just went down to the school, signed up. And I was like, take my money. I want to come to school, and yeah, I loved it ever since. Got to go. to a lot of cool places. Got to meet a lot of excellent chefs. Work in a lot of cool restaurants, and yeah, I love it. It's just I wake up happy every morning going to work. I enjoy making people happy.
You've been used to all your life having Monday or Tuesday as your day off of work.
So I try to get on the same days off as the wife. She also works at the resort, so she has like Monday, Tuesday. So I take Tuesday, Wednesday.
Uh, my son's a chef too. You know, he'll have this weekend off of work because his daughter's being born. But
Hmm.
that or when he takes vacation and comes up to see me. Those are the only times he gets a weekend off. But
Yes,
when is a restaurant most busy?
that's it. Yep, holidays, weekends. Um, yeah, so that's something I had to tell the kids when I went to school was like, because I coach football, I coach little league baseball, kind of did the dad thing. I was like, hey guys, I'm getting ready to go to school. I'm not going to be able to coach you guys anymore. And that's one thing I do miss is I miss getting out on the weekends with the kids and spending some time. But now, like you said, it's the only days off I get is down season. Like we're coming into the down season now, so
Yeah, this is when you have to take your vacation.
yeah. So I'll take a week in July. For my wife's birthday, we'll go back to Texas, and then I take October off. My birthday is September 30th, so I take 3 weeks off in October because it's the dead season. We're transitioning into winter.
The 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 golf is starting to die out and getting
Yes,
ready to start making snow.
that's it. And A Basin, we're always one of the first mountains open. We usually
First
open.
open, last to close. Isn't that their slogan?
That's it. That's it. So our turnarounds are shorter than the other resorts.
It,
It's awesome.
if y'all are skiers and you ever get out to Colorado to do some skiing, A Basin is the place to start. Absolutely. It's beautiful.
Yes, and then my wife, she works for Vail Resorts in Brackenridge, and that's a great place for families, beginning families, intermediate, and then
At
one.
A Basin, you can be skiing up on the slopes and be camping in your tents down at the bottom.
Yes, so that's the beach. That's the most prime real estate. People get their butt crack early in the morning to get that spot because there's only so many spots.
Yep.
But you are correct. That is
That's the way to do it.
exactly. It's like almost going to a football game. I mean, you ski all day, you come down for lunch, you're barbecuing, you got your tent out, you're laying out, you're living the dream.
Well, Chief, you have a good day, brother. Well, Mike, it's been great talking with you.
Yes, sir. It's been amazing.
Uh, kind of wish somebody else would come up and join us, but it's only an open invitation. I can't force anybody, right?
That's it. Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles, but that's
But
what it goes.
I'm glad to get to know you a little bit better, and thank you for showing off your gift. I appreciate it. And we're going to keep on doing this stuff. And hopefully Miss Ida will come on tomorrow and have a little bit more of a morning show tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. They're on vacation.
Awesome.
Well, y'all have a blessed day. Mike, thanks for coming up. And I'll talk with y'all soon.
Sounds good. You stay safe out there.
I will do that. You too. Have fun.
You too.